I'll tell you what a great movie is Gone Fishing with Joe Pesci and Danny Glover. There's a scene in that where it kind of shows the softer side of Joe Pesci, and he's like, "How do you do it?" And he's like, "Dip and swing, dip and swing." And Joe Pesci, like his acting is so quality, like it's unbelievable how quality it is. And Danny Glover does such a great job with him, and like um I'm biased towards Joe Pesci. I got nothing against Danny Glover. I love Danny Glover in Predator 2. That's one of my favorite films. Um I thought he was so great in that. That was like his role. And but that part dip and swing when they're tied up. And he's like, you can just see in Joe Pesci, like, there was no acting. Like, that was his reality. And like, he just pulls it off so great. Um, and you really feel for him, because you feel his whole career. You're like, okay, this, like, it doesn't have to be Scarface for him. It's more like it was about the basics. It was about, just enjoying the moment. And that's like he was so busy pointing out everyone else how they didn't enjoy the moment that he never got to, you know, because he was so worried about everybody else, like, you know, looking at him like he's, a screw up, or he's like, too much of a hothead and everything. And in that scene in Gone Fishing, like, you really feel like that's Joe Pesci, like that's him. And a lot of movies now, they don't connect like that. Um and like Thor, when I like Thor 4 that just came out, I felt it a little bit at the beginning whenever Thor, he does the splits and is in between these two, like, pirate carriers. And it's like he showed his, like, Aladdin side. He showed like his Islam, and it was cool to see that. But like, it was foreign to me. I was like, this feels foreign. And like, a normal person might be scared of that. But I was like, I understand, because I kind of know where he comes from and where a lot of these superheroes come from in their background. And it's like, yeah, that's cool. Like, that's Thor. And the rest of the movie, they do a good job with Christian Bale, like making him the focus, and then having Chris kind of like learn, okay, I'm gonna like move on from, you know, this, like, not knowing what's going on, basically, like, not knowing who he is, you know, and it's sad because Natalie dies. That's the whole thing, is that it was a different take on it, where it's like, no, his love dies. It's a different take on it. And sometimes they switch it up like that, and you notice it's like, okay, why did she die? Because, you know was that part of his deal? You can get into the intensity of it, but it's more like, what you got to find those moments that, like, you see them for what they are. It's not all about, like, oh, he didn't save his girl, or, she died and he wasn't there for her, or, she felt bad or something, or he felt bad. it's not all about that all the time. You know, it's like you gotta move past that and get to those moments like in Gone Fishing, where it's like you feel like comforted. You feel like this is what it's about. Like, you know, all right.